Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? EVGA here for SerpentX Special Forces. This is Caffeine and Crypto. I don't know what episode we're on, to be honest, but it is February 13th, 2021, so if you're watching this future, thank you for stopping by and checking out the channel, but this is a live stream that we do every Saturday around 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Currently going to keep my voice down. Wife is trying to take an afternoon nap, I guess you could say. She doesn't get Saturday off, which is where I usually stream, but she, by her graciousness, she's letting me stream. Happy wife, happy life, as they say. So, anyways, hope you got your caffeinated drink. I do have my NOS this time. Still waiting on that sponsorship, NOS. Haven't heard from you. But let's see how the stream goes, because last week, or at the beginning of last week, when I gave away some Ethereum for hitting 4K subs, it was bad. So let me check the live chat, see how everybody's doing, and we'll look at the data. Right now, pulling back a little bit, Bitcoin and Ethereum, but we're still holding strong. Tech Man, what's up, buddy? Thank you for coming by. Crypto Macau, as always. Max Voltage, how you doing, bud? J Bohannon. So J Bohannon, you finally got your Ethereum. Brent Matthews, you should have finally gotten your Ethereum. I don't know how to explain it, but MetaMask it got stuck, and so I was sitting there, I was giving it some time. The gas price is what it was, which is still high, like 130, 125, somewhere in there. I know some people paying like 180, 200, depending on the spike, but it was just stuck, and it would say queued, right? In order to unstuck it, you have to pay more gas. So J Bohannon, I actually paid a lot of gas to send him that money, but then the rest were just stuck behind J Bohannon for some reason, and it would just sit there. So I found an article where you can reset MetaMask, and once I did that, I was good to go. But then the crazy story, good morning, Patrick, PCB Guy, Jason Osborne, PA Skillmaster, B Kelly, and George Ditt. No problem. I'm just a regular guy that likes cryptocurrency. And technically is working right now. I'm still on call, so. But we're going to do the show anyways. And going back to the 4K giveaway, not only was the transaction stuck, but my computer was acting up. I'm sure, as you saw during that live stream, I would freeze or lag out or whatever, and I couldn't figure out why, right? So the GPU, I switched to 3080 for the RX 6800, which is still currently in the system. I was just saying, forget it. Let's just rebuild the system from scratch, tear down everything, rebuild it up, and go from there. And currently, if we switch screen, we got the 6800, but we have some new hardware in there. We have the ASRock X570 Tachi Razor Edition, which I didn't really care for, and the Ryzen 5900X. And Max Voltage was trying to keep an eye out for me on the CPU, so I appreciate that. But yeah, I was able to grab that, and so we're seeing how the quality goes. Right now I'm sustaining consistent bit rate, and it looks pretty smooth. Let me know how the sound and everything. I had to reset up everything, all my software, obviously backup wallet data. That's always important when you reset your computer. Make sure that you have backups of your wallets, Ravencoin, data wallet.db file, or various cryptocurrencies that you're in. If you have a ledger, you should have your key store. MetaMask, you should have your key store. All that stuff, keep it in a safe environment. Don't keep it online. Don't put it in OneDrive, Dropbox, Google. Just back all that stuff up would be my recommendation. But got everything set up, so let's see how the stream performs. Currently got a situation going on with one of our clients, so I'm trying to monitor that. So Bitcoin having a little bit of a pullback, but we did see, I'm pretty sure, a new all-time high for Ethereum just recently. Let me verify that. I'm pretty sure we just saw a new all-time high just recently. Yeah. almost 1900, 1867. Where are we at right now? 1810. So we're pulling back from that all-time high, and it's pretty crazy. The profits are looking pretty good. Okay, cool. So it's nice to see everything picking up, and I just go through a few articles in these shows. I'm sorry I'm a little bit distracted on today's Saturday show, just bear with me. But let's just go through the news, and if you need my attention, what I would suggest is please at me in the live chat. If you're capable and you have the funds, feel free to send a super chat. Obviously, don't do it if you do not have the funds. Be mindful of others, and check out the links in the description for various links to hardware, mining hardware, as well as affiliate links that help support the channel, and I greatly appreciate that. So crypto payments provider BitPay adds Apple Pay support. Apple Pay functionally will allow cardholders to make purchases in store and online using crypto held in their BitPay wallet. BitPay supports payment in PAX and BUSD. The announcement of BitPay states that support for Google Pay and Samsung Pay will be added later this quarter. Now, I have a Samsung device, so I'm interested in seeing how Google Pay and Samsung will integrate with that, because that's really nice. Now, MasterCard plans to allow merchants to receive in cryptocurrency directly on its network later this year. And a new report from RBC released Monday suggests that Apple entered the crypto space, providing a wallet for the 1.5 billion users of its devices. That's a lot of people that use Apple devices, and oftentimes applications don't. Most of the top applications will be on Apple, but they're very strict as far as the App Store. So it's good to see Apple allowing its users to be more involved in the crypto space. And BitPay is actually something that was recommended to me. I'm not sure if you want me to say who told me about it. So if you haven't got into it, you can actually get a card, which I did, and you can use the card. You can add funds. You can add Bitcoin to that card. You can connect your Coinbase account, easily transfer funds, and then use that card to do stuff. So when we went down on the trip, my Caffeine and Crypto episode, when we were down in southern Florida, swimming with the manatees, that's actually what I paid for some of the stuff. Is I just used my BitPay card. If I needed money, I just transfer money from Coinbase real quick, and boom, there you go. Now, the fees are minimized when you're transferring from Coinbase to BitPay, but when you're transferring from an outside wallet to an inside wallet, depending on the network congestion and a couple other variables, the fee I did get charged a lot, and that kind of sucked. But I will have a video. I planned a video about that, and that's another story. Not only did I reset my computer, but when I did, I lost everybody's address from the 4K giveaway. That's why you just got the funds yesterday. Three of you got it shortly after, maybe a day after. The rest got it after the fact, because when I reset my computer, I lost all those addresses. So I literally had to go back into the video that we did, not screenshot, but go back and look and verify the address, and then send the funds. But I also deleted content, and that's really what made me very upset. I lost about 2 months of I would say about 4 weeks of content that I had pre-recorded, but I was so busy with work, I have not, some of it was edited, some of it wasn't. So that's very disappointing. I remember some of the topics I covered, but I got to re-record content. But I knew this week was going to be so busy, or these next couple weeks going to be so busy, that I try to record things ahead of time to keep up with the channel. But it's been getting really crazy at work right now, so my apologies. I will figure out something. All right, let me check live chat real quick. Techman, what time on 225 did you... Oh, Techman get an EVGA notification? Max voltage, Techman, what time did 225 did EVGA that queue would open? Was at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Sold out at 6:01. All right. So you guys are all cool, chilling. I'm up for you to test. Transfer more crypto. That was a bad time to transfer. When I did the 4K giveaway, that was a bad time to do it. 9 p.m. at night was a bad time. Apparently, where did I find it? Oh, where did I find it? Ethereum. Which one was it? Was it this one? Yeah, this one. So this tells you like the average times. It may not be like 100% accurate, but the average times like where it gets really busy. You can see like during the week, during the times that the institutions and various entities are trading is when gas is really, really high. The best thing to do is if you're a miner and you just want to transfer funds, from one wallet to another or into fiat, might consider doing it on the weekend. And you can see here, 12 a.m. When it turns Saturday going into Sunday, that's really low. 1 a.m. 95, 93. So these are just averages. This is not accurate, but on average, what I paid was 130 to 180, and then with J Bohannon, I had to pay like 300 something which really sucked. But I thought this was pretty cool, and that's where I took into account yesterday. All right, well, I'm gonna wait, and there's the price that I paid right there, around that much. I could have waited till Sunday, but you guys have been waiting long enough for me to send the crypto that I promised, so I felt bad about that. And I'm a man of my word, or I try to be a man of my word in instances. But I do have an Intel 9900K and a Z390 Tachi Ultimate motherboard up for grabs. I may sell it on eBay. If I do, and you guys are interested, I'll give you the link, and you can go from there. But yeah, probably going to sell that motherboard and CPU combo. It's a lapped Intel CPU. And a pretty stout motherboard. The CPU can reach 5.3 gigahertz, no problem, at 1.45 volts, and maybe not 24/7 stable, but 24/7 stable, you can run that thing pretty well, and the cooling, depending on what you got, is pretty good. Anyways, BTC Miners pocket $4 million in 60 minutes, the highest hourly revenue in Bitcoin's history. According to data from Glassnode, Bitcoin miners made over $4 million in just under an hour on February 12th, making it the biggest hourly revenue in history. On May 2020, Bitcoin underwent the third block reward halving in its history, cutting the amount of new Bitcoin mined in half. After block reward halving, the amount of Bitcoin miners can mine using computing power decreases by half. Hence, miners' revenue decreased by 50% overnight, which could cause a strain on the mining operation short term. At the same time, the hash rate of Bitcoin network is also at new all-time highs, with the fourth consecutive upward difficulty adjustment by roughly 2.5% expected in 7 days. And here's the hash and difficulty rate. Yeah, you want to post that link to the gas chart? Hang on one second. It's ethereumprice.org. I'll post it in live chat right now. Yeah, if we get to 5K subs, I'll do another giveaway, but I'm not doing 8 separate transactions. The gas kills me. I'll probably do like maybe 3 or 4 people, but do bigger transactions, right? So why is Bitcoin miner revenue surging? A block reward halving occurs every 4 years to decrease the rate of the remaining supply of Bitcoin that is introduced into the market. As Bitcoin nears its fixed supply of 21 million, the pace at which new BTC is mined is reduced through a halving. But the halving can put immense pressure on miners that depend on BTC they mine to cover operational costs. Their mining facilities, the electric that they have to pay. Which normally, if you're a large mining facility, you got some type of deal with your local electricity provider, and they give you a reduced cost. We're not talking like residential, but theoretically, when the halving occurs, the price of Bitcoin is expected to rise because of the lower supply of new coins entering the market. Therefore, a higher BTC price can make up the lower number of BTC miners are rewarded with the mining a block. I believe, and this is something very interesting right here, right? So Bitcoin is on the rise because of low supply, right? So high demand, low supply. The supply is something concerning me. I believe Crypto Mikkel mentioned it to me, or mentioned it in a video. But we have certain institutions basically I don't know. This is just speculation. I don't have like the data in front of me right now. But basically giving IOUs to you, as far as like if you wanted to buy a bunch of Bitcoin, they would give you that much Bitcoin. But I think they're giving out more than what's actually being supplied. And that's kind of counterproductive to why Satoshi did Bitcoin in the first place. Again, I could be misspeaking. Don't count me on that. But from my understanding, the amount of Bitcoin being sold does not equal the amount of supply we're getting on a daily basis. That's why hodlers are holding and traders are trading. We believe, we were not too far actually from the 50K mark. I believe on the 12th yesterday as well, we got at 48. We were ready for that 49,000, it's over 49,000 meme from Vegeta again. I'm pretty sure people had that ready to go, but we didn't hit that mark. So we can easily have a $50,000 Bitcoin very soon. Honestly, are we overstretched? Possibly. We never touched the mark that I had set down here for $37,555, so $37,555. But if we did a pullback right now, let me make sure I'm not in y'all's way. If we did a pullback right now from where we're at, and I'm still waiting on Jay to get me those scripts, Crypto Mikkel. That'll put us around 32,000. That's still a decent Bitcoin, right? And I'm pretty sure people want to gobble it up. As soon as it gets near the low 30s into the high 20s, $1,000, people are going to instantly buy it up. So, especially with so much institutional impact or as many of the institutions trying to get into the crypto mining scene. What's up, Ace K? How you doing, bud? Marion, I hope you're doing all right. Savage Mind, good morning, sir. Yeah, corporations are buying more than what's mine for sure. Indeed. Marion, it looks like Bitcoin's price is taking a little bit of a dip, but not much. If we go to the hourly chart, we're holding steady. And this is what I like to see, to be honest, but more on a long-term scale. If I switch back to the 4 hours, we want to see trading sideways for a bit before we have a big pump. If we just have what looks to be a straight up line, there's going to be a pullback or a straight up, curve. What's the terminology I'm looking for here, guys? Wow, I can't believe I forgot the term. We're basically, we're not overvalued because Bitcoin is valued, but we're getting to a point where the bullish momentum is exhausted. Parabolic. Jesus, I couldn't think of the word. All right. So anyways, Bitcoin miners made the biggest hourly revenue. Yep. Got all that. Bitcoin miners just made over 4 million in a single hour. Yep. Another reason why behind the rising miner revenue is increased number of transactions on the network and the accompanying fees paid by miners as a result. Miner revenue is comprised of transaction fees plus the block rewards collected by the miners, with the former comprising roughly 13.5% of total revenue. Plan B wrote, Bitcoin price track after 2020 halving is between 2012 and 2016 tracks. I added S2F 100K and S2FX 288K model targets. Targets are average prices. Actual BTC price will oscillate around targets. If 2021 bull market follows 2017, then 100K it is. If we follow 2013, 288K. And here's the chart that he's referring to. So on current trajectory, we're looking close to $100,000 Bitcoin. Close to. I'm not going to make any speculation, or I'm not going to call it out and promise that. But I can see that happen if we switch to daily. We got to trade sideways for a couple months throughout this year, and then we could make a push. Let's break the 50K. Once we get past 50K, we can talk about it from there. Okay, let's not get too enthusiastic. Currently, Bitcoin's consolidating after reaching a new all-time high of 48,500. If the price of BTC nears 60,000, it would cause the market capitalization of cryptocurrency to surpass $1 trillion. That's what we're looking for, the market cap to bump up. Moreover, after about 56,000, analysts say that there is a big option. Chancoin, thank you, sir. I really appreciate that. Vega, please continue to bring us more crypto updates and what's going on in space. We need it. I will do my best. I will do my best. This week's been really crazy, buddy. It's been really crazy. But yes, I will do my best. I really need to get with max voltage. Because I'm clearly, if you paid attention to my tweets, I'm clearly not understanding the full picture of EIP 1559. I'm for it as a consumer of a consumer on the network Ethereum or the Ethereum network as a whole, right? When we trade, transactions, swaps, stuff like that, I'm against it because I like the revenue that we're making or the profits that we're making. But it's a catch-22, and I'm not clear on the full picture as apparent by my tweets, because Max Voltage has been educating me along the way. Savage Mind has educated me along the way as well. So I may want Max Voltage, if you would, to accompany me one of these caffeines in crypto to have this discussion with the viewers and make sure I'm on the right page, because I hate providing misinformation. There are videos where I may have misspoke or said something, and I am all for constructive criticism. Just be respectful about it, and I'll live and learn, and we'll make it work. It's all about community. So anyways, hence the probability of BTC running in 53,000 and 56,000 remains high in the first half of 2021. We're still in the first half of 2021. We're in February, and basically every 3 months is the quarter. So every 6 months is the half. So we got to January, February, March, April, May, June to hit the marks that they just talked about. And I need to put some of these articles in the description below. Let me go ahead and do some of that right now. Real quick. And go from there. Yeah, Max Voltage, I tweeted at you the other day. Hit me up and talk to me, and we'll link up in Discord. If I don't respond to everybody, though, you just gotta be patient with me, okay? Like, I know I've been getting a lot of comments on the videos. I'm really swamped with my full-time job, so just hang tight. I'll get back to you as soon as I can, and if possible. And I'm getting a lot of people joining the channel. If you want to join as a member, feel free to check it out down below. Otherwise, I appreciate you just hanging out and chilling with us. Alright, so check this out, guys. So I was looking at it on Best Buy here in my local area, and I actually wanted to see, what was going on, because apparently people, and you can, like, I released a video that's actually getting a lot of attention. Can you mine on a laptop 2020? And it's getting a lot of views right now. I don't recommend it because the amount of heat that your device would produce and trying to keep the GPUs cool is not really economical or efficient. However, I don't have a laptop with the new 3000 series GPUs. I know they'll probably run a little bit less than... Where did I search before? I should be able to search by GPU. There it is. I have my laptop has a 1660 Ti, and it's a perfectly capable machine. But the 3000 series new laptops are available, and I was thinking about buying this one right here. If I had almost $1,500, I would consider it just to test and get you guys some data. But the other ones are all sold out. Look at this. As I scroll down, if you can see my screen, sold out. Coming soon, sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out. So I don't know the theoretical performance, or I haven't verified the performance of each of these laptops yet, but if they are close to their desktop counterpart, I still wouldn't buy a laptop specifically for mining. But here we go. Alright, so crypto mining farm spotted using Nvidia RTX 3000 series gaming laptops. And in the picture here, look at that. Now, the very smart thing that they're doing is they're actually taking out the battery. Battery is the biggest generation of heat, or the biggest generator of heat. If you can remove the battery in your laptop, that's one thing. You just leave it plugged in 24/7, and that will help you minimize at least some of the heat. Not all of the heat, but some of the heat, obviously, because the GPU and CPU would take it up. But in tweets posted on Wednesday, images show a room filled with several hundred gaming laptops said to be kitted out with the RTX 3000 series GPUs, a computer and gaming publication. Well, that's what WFC is. The laptop shown in the tweet comes from the Chinese manufacturer Hasi, and are being used to mine crypto using the in-demand card. So now the desktop GPU shortage is now turning into a possible laptop shortage. Now, it may not be throughout the entire world, but yeah, it's crazy. And this brings me to a great point, which we're going to go ahead and talk about right now. If you guys are interested in any SerpentX Special Forces merch, I do have a collection on dogelord.com, who hosts not only myself, but DCA Adventure, Red Panda Mining, and Open Application Network, Aeon. This shirt right here probably needs to be updated, because it looks like we're going to be maybe end of 2021 before we start to see things normalize as far as demand supply goes. And if laptops are going to be sold out, that's crazy. This is just madness. Now, there is some good information that I'm going to go over here in just a second, but let's look at these pictures. That's crazy, man. So these kind of look like Asus Shell laptops, but they're not. They're a different manufacturer. So this, they just have the back off, and they got some 120 mil fans just blowing on it. Looks like an SSD. This looks like a pretty stout cooler for keeping the 3000 series and the GPU, CPU and GPU nice and cool. So that's not too bad. So yeah, remove the battery. If you can remove the back and still get some decent airflow, or hang it in such a way that it'll get decent airflow, that's pretty cool. Now, Nvidia recently said it could potentially restart production of a dedicated GPUs for cryptocurrency miners if demand is there. However, it played down to the possibility that miners are eating into the general inventory, saying gamers were outstripping its supplies. I agree with that. It's not just miners. Now, I know there are miners out there that are buying in bulk directly from manufacturer, Nvidia themselves, even though they don't want to admit to it, which is making the gamers very upset at us. But they don't care. They act like they care, but they don't care. As long as they're selling their units, they don't care. If they can make their money back and then some, they are not going to care if they're selling it to miners or gamers or whatever. I mean, we've seen how the supply is jacked up with Shop BLT and the amount of numbers. Red Panda showed it in one of his videos. Shop BLT, shows how much they have and then how much they have ordered, which is crazy. Let's go look at the 3060 Ti. And by the way, I do have updates in my live stream, I'll post it in the live stream, but I do have GPU notifications in my Discord. So if you're not in my Discord, I'll put it in a live stream towards the end of this episode, and you guys can check it out. So I can add this to cart, right? I can add this to cart. But look at the availability. In stock, 0. Total pre-ordered, 8,000. Total incoming, 3,000. Estimated ETA, none. So you may order this GPU, and if you want to wait, you're going to be waiting for a while. So now we're having laptops, unfortunately, also getting in. And this is the same thing, but it's on a PCgamer.com. And look, just shelves of laptops, boxes of those laptops. And I mean, the 3060 Ti to me is the most economical GPU of them all. Of all the 3000 series, the 3060 Ti is my favorite. The 3070 and the 3060 Ti mine about the same, but the 3070 costs more. Now, it's better for gaming, but it's not going to give you an upper edge as far as mining over the 3060 Ti. So your best bet is to try to get a 3060 Ti, pay less or close to MSRP, and go from there. The power draw is going to be the same between both GPUs, but the hash rate is also going to be the same. The 6000 series, unfortunately, if you haven't checked it out, by the way, on my YouTube channel, I released a video recently, It's not getting as many views as I thought it would. It's basically a summary video of the MSI Gaming X Trio RX 6800 mining performance, but it has links to all my resources, right? So Reddit, Voscoin, Talk, where you can see all the data that I've provided to everybody. And the 6000 series, to me, even with Ethereum being as high as it is and the profitability being where it is, I want you to take into account what a 5700 can do. And certain models of 5700 can get close to this hash rate, minus 5 to 10, depending on which model you get, and technically would be cheaper. And that was until everybody started gobbling those up too. So it doesn't matter what GPU you're looking for, you're going to have a hard time getting it. And it's not because of miners. It's because people straight up want new hardware. They got stimulus checks coming in. They want to upgrade. Gamers, non-gamers, people getting new systems built. Nefarious builds computers for clients. And he was having a hard time getting the supply or hardware that he needed. So 3060 EVGA opens up on 225. What Max Voltage is talking about is if you go to EVGA.com, products, eventually here is going to be a 3060 page. And what you can do is when that shows up, you can go to each GPU and sign up for the auto notify. That will put you in a queue. And then when you're in that queue in the order of which it was signed up, you will get a notification of where when you can buy. And I like this because that means that's a chance for you to get these GPUs at MSRP. The problem is availability, and it's going to take a while. I gotten 2 cards, I think 3 cards technically from the EVGA, but they're, I'm trying to help out my friends, my colleagues. They don't have a GPU, so I might be like, you want this one? Yeah, here you go. You want this one? All right, here you go. So I share. I'm not buying 78 3080s and building a mining farm out of it. I share. I just want to get the new hardware to get the data out to you guys so you can make an informed decision. Should I go 6800 or 5700 XT? Should I go 3060 Ti or 3090? And right now the 3080 is better than the 3090 and the 3060 Ti is better than the 3070. So just my opinion, everybody has their own, just heads up. So Ether is flying to the moon. Here's what's fueling the ETH rocket. And now this article is a little bit dated. It's from the 6th because it's talking about Ether hitting an all-time high on February 2nd, reaching a the mark of 1,500, and we're already past that. Remember, we saw almost $1,900. Along with BTC and other cryptocurrencies, Ether has seen outstanding price action since the start of 2021, having surged 10.46% in a month. While Bitcoin has also been seeing positive price action, it's shy of the previous all-time high of 41,942. Well, guess what, buddy? We just shattered that. Ether volume has been on the rise. According to market data provider Crypto Compares, spot volumes reached their all-time high on January 11th, with volumes for the month being up 320% from December. Alongside increased volume, data from the analytics CryptoQuaint shows the amount of Ether held on centralized exchange has been declining to new lows, signaling increased buying pressure for Ethereum. And then here's the price chart here, or the chart in which CryptoQuaint created, right? So Ethereum reserve on exchange and Ethereum price. So people aren't wanting to let go of their Ethereum, and I can understand why. There's a lot of things going in motion, and hodlers are going to hodl for dear life. So exchange outflows have also been increasing, which shows that buyers are interested in holding the asset rather than... Sorry, I got distracted. Well, just holding the asset rather than selling. Duh, that's what I just said. Oh, don't scare me like that. Alright, update on my client. Derivatives data also shows... well, hang on. Let's go back here to a quote from CryptoQuaint. Since ETH reserves on exchanges keep decreasing, I think the bull run will continue until it stops decreasing. So until ETH reserves on all exchanges keep decreasing. We're expecting more bullish momentum on Ethereum. Derivatives data also shows a bullish outlook for Ether, as according to data analytics platform, Leviathus. Dude, I suck at names. We're just gonna skip names. I'm just not gonna mention anybody's names. 80% of the option volume on Deribit was dominated by calls, buy orders. On February 2nd, when ETH reached the all-time high of around $1,500, a bullish sign. According to the CEO of Bybit Exchange, Ether is catching up to Bitcoin in terms of demand and trading volume. He told Cointelegraph that the past couple of days, the volume of ETH via USD or USDT pairs are not too far off from their BTC counterparts. This growth demand is both retail and institutional crowds can be attributed to the growth and activity hyped around the surrounding DeFi sector. The total value locked into DeFi also has been increasing and is currently sitting at almost 35 billion. And I really wish one coin that I've gotten into, because I didn't participate in it, like you know how if you did anything on a Uniswap platform, you got X amount of money, and a lot of people did sell. They should have kept that. They should have kept that, because Uniswap is, doing pretty good. If we look at the year, maybe it's following Bitcoin. That's one of the main reasons, but I think Uniswap actually has real world potential. Obviously it has a lot of use cases because people are still utilizing it, but looks like the all-time high, and this is Coinbase, which may not be 100% accurate, is around 30, almost $24. So with the trading volume on decentralized exchanges, being not as high as it normally is, and people are hollering, and we got the DeFi space, kicking into high gear. Even with the high gas prices, people are still swapping, trading, doing what they need to. It's still attractive, right? So we got projects like Aave, Uniswap, SushiSwap, just bringing attention. Then we have non-fungible tokens, that is another sector that is providing opportunities. For example, artists, and I mentioned this in a past Caffeine and Crypto. And I'm not even reading to you, I'm just going based off of what we talked about. There's artists that are selling their art, NFTs, and making a decent amount of Ethereum. Just recently, Hashmask, an NFT-based project, was able to sell over 7,600 ETH, roughly $10 million worth of NFT tokens representing collectible cards. So collectible cards, art, paintings. Ethereum has many avenues, I guess you could say. That's what makes it attractive to not only investors, but consumers and stuff like that. So as Ethereum continues to rally, other altcoins have also seen significant price action. However, many are still far from their old all-time highs, including Ethereum competitors such as EOS. And I haven't heard much from EOS. This layer 1 blockchain project has been losing ground to Ethereum, with a recent report by venture capital firm Outlier Ventures showing that many Ethereum competitors are seeing a decline in development activity. And that's one of the big key things that I get concerned about is, when you're looking at a project, you want to keep an eye on the development. What are they doing? What are they working on? What are they trying to do? And Ethereum is one of those projects that, there's a lot of people in the space that I respect that continues to grow and incite growth and develop the Ethereum platform as a whole. OneInch had a second airdrop. Yeah, I heard about that. If you made 3 trades in 2021, he made 2. Crypto Mikhail made 2, $800 worth of OneInch. Nice. I'm starting with mining, and I have its 1660 Ti. What should I buy? 3060 Ti or 3080? So it depends on your budget. All right, it just depends on your budget. Let's just bust it out for you real quick. So on average, depending on the GPU, a 3080 will bring you anywhere from 90 to 100 mega hash. Again, depending on the model. That's going to bring you around $11.05 in profit at 10 cents per kilowatt. While a 3060 Ti can hit 58 to 62 mega hash and that's about $7.05 a day in profit. What you're really concerned about is the cost. The cost of everything's high. For example, if we're able to get 100 mega hash on this 3080, we're able to bring the power down to around 225. But the hardware cost is $1,200, which I would not spend on a 3080. Then, yeah, the profits are still good, but your ROI is 96 days. All right, and then compare that to a 3060. Let's say we get 61 mega hash at 120 watts, and the hardware cost for that, even over MSRP. Let's just give it an even 600. That's well over MSRP. Calculate at 79 days. So the 3080 will bring you more income per day, helping reduce your ROI time. But the biggest concern I want you to take into account is you want to ROI as fast as possible, because a lot of changes are coming to Ethereum. All right, so keep that in the back of your mind. One day Ethereum is going to switch to proof of stake, and it's not going to be mineable. Son of a Tech actually did a video on what coins to mine after Ethereum, or what comes after Ethereum. So this is all in the back of our mind. If you want my personal suggestion, I would go 3060 Ti. Save the power. It's very efficient. Check out my data on the performance I got, and go with that. Save the money, right? So save the money, because you could wind up almost buying two 3060 Ti's for a 3080. Almost. Depends on where you get it in MSRP and stuff like that. But that's my personal recommendation. Alright, so let's see here. And everybody has their own personal recommendations, and I am all for it. I do not try to instill or force my opinion upon anybody else. I'm a learner. I love to learn. If you can teach me something like Matt's Voltage has been doing, I'm all for it. I love it. I want to know. So Ethereum 2.0 deposit contract tops 5.5 billion. This is leading into what we just answered, right? So proof of stake, Ethereum 2.0 coming up in the future. Besides EIP 1559, which technically, yes, could impact profits. Again, maybe Max Voltage will join me and we'll do a little bit more detail. But honestly, I really haven't had too much time to dive into it. I've been so busy with work. I need to. But Ethereum's beacon chain, the epicenter of Ethereum's new architecture, now holds over 3 million ETH, worth over 5.5 billion at current prices. Per data from Etherscan, there are some 3,062,210 ETH locked in the contract. The contract launched at the beginning of last November. With 3 weeks, it had secured the necessary threshold of ETH to lock the beacon chain's launch, which took place in the first week of December 2020. The beacon chain is a bridge network between current Ethereum network and Ethereum 2.0. When the time comes, the beacon chain will help dock the current mainnet onto 2.0 to ensure the network's complete migration. When is that going to happen? That's what everybody wants to know. Unlike the current Ethereum blockchain, ETH 2.0 uses proof of stake, where validators replace the miners to process transactions. To earn the title of a validator, the Ethereum user needs to stake 32 ETH into a deposit contract through a validator node. Exchanges like Kraken and Coinbase and wallets like MyEther wallet also facilitate custodial staking for their clients by running a validator node on their behalf. Coinbase, whose staking is forthcoming, and Kraken allows users to stake any amount, not just 32 ETH required by Ethereum's 2.0's rules. So you'll be able to participate, but through those various outlets. Personally, I don't like to keep my Ether on any exchange or any serious amount of cryptocurrency. I do not keep on an exchange whatsoever. You should always be managing your own wallets, not your keys, not your coins, as they say, and you should always be managing your own. So just if you do use an exchange, right, like you're mining NiceHash or whatever, right, because that's one of my top grossing videos right now. You're mining with NiceHash, you're just trying to accumulate Bitcoin, you don't really care about the altcoins, you just want as much Bitcoin as possible, fine. You mine to your NiceHash wallet and then you withdraw to your Coinbase account because there's no fees, whatever. Don't leave it there, all right? You start getting up to $100, $200, $300, $400. If you leave it there and something happens, even though they promise to help you out, they're not FDIC insured or anything like that. if something goes down, you lose your funds. At least if you have it in a cold storage wallet, you can always use whatever exchange to trade it to one currency or another. But yeah, I'm a strong believer in making sure you own your wallet. Let me check live chat real quick. So Robin's Games, I just mentioned something a minute ago, but I can't speak for Spain. It looks so. Shop BLT is a place where you can like put your. Think of it as a DMV. We have something here in America, and thank you for watching all the way from Spain, by the way. I appreciate you stopping by. But here in America, we have DMVs, right? The place where we go to get our driver's license, and think of it just like that, because you can come to Shop BLT and you can see that the button is there, or it's available to add this product to cart. But it's a pre-order, and availability is very scarce, right? So they have 8,000 pre-ordered, but only 3,000 coming. It may take a long time. So in the DMV, you're sitting in line, you got your number on 162, whatever, 5,400, whatever, and it's going to take a while for them to see me. It's going to take a while for you to get the GPU. But, and if you give me a second here, because I had to reinstall everything. Like I hardly have anything on this computer. It's just the basics, just to get the live stream going and stuff like that. Let's move this out of the way, because you guys don't need to see everything. Not that I have anything to hide, I'm just saying. Alright, so I'm going to copy my Discord server address in the live chat. Or excuse me, I'm going to copy it and paste it in the live chat, right? So there you go. They're all the same link. I'm just posting it 3 times so you guys can see it. Don't miss it. So if you join the server, 1, be respectful, read the rules. But 2, in that server, there's 3 channels that provide stock on the 3000 series, the Ryzen 5000 series CPUs, and the AMD 6000 series as well. So that can help you keep an eye on stock as new come in. I will tell you that there was a big drop from. I will tell you that there was a big drop from Best Buy, I believe, earlier this week, and the time that you're looking for is usually a Tuesday or Wednesday around 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So like 11 to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, whatever that is for you, that's the best time. But see, you're in Spain, so it really depends on your retailers in your area. So first, North America Bitcoin ETF approved by Canadian Securities Regulator. This is the first one in North America, period, guys. Like this is decent news. So the first publicly traded Bitcoin exchange fund, or ETF, in North America has been given the go-ahead by Canada's financial regulator. According to a decision document on Thursday, the receipt of the approval from Ontario Security Commission, or OSC, was filed under the Multilateral Instrument Passport System in multiple Canadian jurisdictions. Let me check something here real quick. Alright, we're good. These territories include British Columbia, Alberta, I can't say that name. I can't say that name either. Quebec, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, Newfoundland, Labrador, Northwest Territories, Yukon, and Nunavut. I'm sorry, my Canadian family. I'm so sorry. I'm butchering these names. But yeah, while multiple closed-ended Bitcoin funds have been listed on Toronto Stock Exchange, such as ones listed by Canada Investment Manager 3IQ, they differ from an ETF. In the case of any ETF, units are issued on a continuous basis, while closed-ended funds issue units only at their initial public offering and reopenings. The fund seeks to replicate the performance of the price of Bitcoin minus fees and expenses, according to a fact sheet posted online by Canada-based asset manager Proposed Investments. So decent. So what does that mean? Well, these things are going to start to pop up. Like this is the first one here in North America. There's going to be future ETFs that we could participate in, and those ETFs should correlate to the price of Bitcoin and what's going on. And it's a little bit safer for a stock person. I'm not really caring for it, but say somebody that wants to mitigate the risk, they might choose an ETF. An ETF risk is based on what kind of underlying asset it has, and Bitcoin ETF is considered a high risk because it's crypto. Bitcoin is very volatile. As it continues to grow and the market cap increases, the volatility will lessen. But right now, not that I got moonshot and Lambos in my eyes, but yeah, man. If we did go down, I don't see us breaking 30K. If we did break 30K and I'm wrong, I would be perfectly fine with buying the dip. Perfectly fine with buying the dip. I have no problems whatsoever in doing that. You could see I already have an area where I have set an option to buy. I'm just waiting. So we've been trading sideways for a good little bit here, and this is on the 5 minute. So, we'll just say between this range and this range. Let's look at swing. Whoa, that's way too much stuff. I'm not a TA guy, by the way. Don't rely on my TA. I am not a TA guy. I will lose you money if you follow me. 48, 44, 47, 43, 47, 48. Yeah, so anywhere between 48,000 and 43, 44,000. Those are some pretty decent targets, but I'm gonna wait till that sucker gets down before I do anything. Let's see how the ribbons are doing. Okay, so we did go down today, 46.5. If we break through all that, at the bottom it would be 43. Yeah, I don't see it happening. I think we're going to hopefully maintain, if not drop down to about the low 40s, maybe high 30s, and then pull back up. But, more retail investors, more institutions getting in. I see nothing but positivity going on right now. Yeah, Jay said he was going to get it for me, but he never got back to me. Yeah, he never got back to me. So this article stems off of last week's Caffeine and Crypto. And again, for all the new people, I do this every Saturday around 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Nigeria's was talking about, banning crypto or banning their central banks for providing services or whatever for crypto. And the Nigeria's SEC suspends plans for crypto regulations amid central bank ban. Yeah. So they were planning on issuing regulations, but because they're banning it, they're putting everything on hold. So the Nigerian Securities Exchange Commission, or the SEC for Nigeria, has put its plan for regulating cryptocurrency on hold following the recent ban of the central bank prohibiting financial institutions from servicing crypto exchanges. In an email statement quoted by the Daily Post on Friday, for the purpose of admittance into the SEC regulatory incubation framework, the assessment of all persons and products affected by the CBN circular of February 5th, 2021 is hereby put on hold until such persons are able to operate bank accounts within Nigerian banking system. Okay? This is a country that you may not be in, but this is something, when something happens to crypto, regulation, bans, or otherwise, it's something that we all want to pay attention to, because the world needs to understand what blockchain technology, cryptocurrency is, and not stifle, right? Not try to block its growth, but help its growth. Try to figure out how to deal with it. That's why one of the rulings, I think, here in the U.S. was, we're going to take a step back, we're going to let you guys do you, and we're going to monitor, right? Because they don't really know where to police, so to speak, and they're learning just as well as we're learning, right? Much of the venture capitalists and big institutions and people like that are learning, how to manage crypto assets and stuff like that. And this video is pretty cool. I'm gonna play it for you guys. This is leading off of that. I want you to hear what he says. Hang on, you guys can't even hear anything. Hang on.
A worldwide transaction. of which you cannot even identify who owns what, and is being protected by an app or software blockchain. The technology is so strong that I don't see how, even if we regulate it, I don't know the kind of regulation that we can do. Because another very important thing that we should know is that Bitcoin has made our currency almost useless or valueless. Because I can remember about 6-7 years ago, my son bought 3 pieces of Bitcoins.
So made the Nigerian currency useless, almost useless and valueless. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. So changes will come. Just gotta be patient. So we're getting ready to wrap up here, guys. I want to see where Red Panda is. Is he going live today or no? Red Panda. He might not be going live. I'm not sure. So we'll see. But I usually do this every Saturday. Yeah, I don't see anything about schedule going live. So I guess not. But we're getting ready to wrap up here. I have one more article for you, and I'll get out of your hair. I appreciate you stopping by and hanging out with us. Let me check something here real quick. Sorry, working. Always busy. When I'm not working, I'm working for you guys. All right, so Russia has imported its largest Bitcoin miner batch. Russia has reportedly imported thousands of cryptocurrency mining devices amid a massive surge in market crypto. What? He's fighting a shadow ban. What are you guys talking about? What? Red Panda? He posted something about having issues with YouTube. He has been shadow banned and is fighting with it on YouTube. There was a hack and stuff. What? What? Yeah, see, that's how you know you made it. That's how you know you made it. Because, I mean, check this out. Oh, I can't show... Can I not filter by users? Users. Can I not filter? There was a bunch of like fake Red Panda channels and people making channels for Voscoin and stuff like that. And it's really getting annoying. It's getting out of hand, and YouTube can't do anything about it, unfortunately. So I don't know. It sucks. Nigerian prince bought Bitcoin and made native currency worthless. Where is it now? I don't know. If he got 3 Bitcoin, that's at least $150,000, close to. So I hope he's doing well. I hope he got more. But going back to this article so we can wrap up today's show, and I'll follow up with Red offline. A senior executive at BitRiver, the largest crypto mining co-location service provider in Russia, claimed the local client received over 20,000 crypto mining devices. Russian news agency reported on February 10th. BitRiver founder and CEO Igor said that the total mining power of the imported hardware accounts for 70 megahash, which is reportedly 70 mega, what? I know kilohash, hash, kilohash, megahash, terahash, gigahash, terahash. What's MWH? Maybe terahash? Reportedly estimated to make the largest single batch of crypto or megawatt hour. 70, no, I don't understand that. No, it says hardware amounts in 70 okay. Megawatt hours instead of kilowatt hours. Largest single batch of crypto mining hardware in Russia. It was delivered on December 2020 and was immediately set up for Bitcoin mining in Bratsk in Russia. The company cannot disclose either the name of the Russian client or exact country that they exported the hardware, but that's crazy. They added the mining data center was established at one of BitRiver's locations. Bit River did not disclose the exact type of crypto miner imports. According to whoever, the imported batch was priced over $40 million to $60 million. So $60 million of Bitcoin mining hardware was imported into Russia. 20,000 Bitcoin miners. That's a lot. So that's adding to the network, the overall network security, network hash rate. So yeah, that's pretty crazy. So speaking of copycat, guys, before I get out of your hair here, I'm a small guy, just a regular Joe that likes to game. I like to overclock and push things to the limits, and I like to share my info and data. I like to mine cryptocurrency. I like to talk about cryptocurrency, and I just like to provide help to anybody that's out there, really. Maybe not just you. If you look at my channel, some of my videos are automotive videos. If I bump into a situation that I do not see maybe somebody discussed or talked about or covered in detail, I might do it just to help somebody. One of my biggest impacted videos, I guess, in the community, not from a crypto space, is the one about a Mac laptop, where somebody was trying to charge my uncle $300 to $500 just to do a replacement, and they didn't check one simple connection. 15 minutes of my time saved my uncle money. He paid me instead. So it's good to give back. If you can give to somebody right now, go for it. If you can help somebody today, do it. If you can help somebody every single day, definitely do it. It's just, for me, that's just the way I live my life. I'm always trying to help people. Sometimes that can be a curse or a blessing, but it's just good to give back to the people. And that's why I gave away some Ethereum on the 4K. When I hit 4K, I'll do another giveaway at 5K. If you guys help me get there, share, subscribe, like, all that stuff. And definitely check out dogelord.com, where features some of our merch, especially since Red Panda's having a hard time. You can check out his collection as well. But definitely check out, I'll have to get some more shirts available to you, but check out the Get Involved and Mine Crypto. And I survived the 2020 GPU drought. My favorite part is the back of the shirt, because that's all we see. I mean, even now, and apparently now with laptops, out of stock, auto-notify, coming soon. I wonder if some bot people are accidentally buying laptops because it has RTX 3000 in it. That would be hilarious. Because, I mean, if you think about that, if you get a $1,400 laptop that has a 3060 in it, and I don't know the hash rate of a 3060 right now. I believe there's been some people have them, but let's say that, it's around 100 watts, because we're talking about a laptop, but we're only able to get 48 mega hash, but you paid $1,500 for that laptop. Let's see what happens. $6 a day, and your break even or ROI is 240 days almost. So that's pretty crazy that people are buying it. I can understand buying in bulk. Maybe it's cheaper, but we'll have to see. But I believe everybody's good to go. I'll have to check in with Red and see what's going on. Don't listen to any subscribers. Don't listen to any subscribers. You guys are my subscribers. Don't listen to anybody in the comments saying this guy got me this Bitcoin, or this guy helped me make money, or this person did this. Check out this investor, hacker this, hacker that. Mind you, I'm a gray hat myself, venturing into black, depends. All I gotta say is low orbit. That was just a small piece, though. There was a couple of things that I'm not gonna talk about online. But I understand where they're coming from, especially because they're trying to make a revenue stream, especially as a lot of people are unemployed. So scams are picking up, whether it's by phone, email, text. Hey, you got money in your Cash App. Click this link, and next thing you know, you're sending them money. Just be careful. Anybody trying to represent me does not represent me. You know it's me, but I wouldn't trust any links or information, even if it looks like it's coming from my official channel, and especially others. Voscoin, Bits Be Trippin'. All those guys are great people. They will not try to tell you, hey, send me this much ETH and I'll give you this much back, or hey, call me, or hey, email me and I'll do this. No, dude. There's official ways to get a hold of them, and they'll show you what to do. So, not financial advice, exactly. But yeah, be careful, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Definitely check out dogelord.com if you're interested in some pretty awesome merch. DCA Adventure Collection, my collection, and Red Panda Mining, as well as Aeon Open Application Network. I haven't seen Yashnik yet, so I will catch you guys in the next one, and see you next Saturday. Hit me up. I'll see you guys later. I'm going to go enjoy my system. I'm going to do some benchmarks on this. That's RGB madness right there. That's a lot of RGB in the system. It's pretty crazy. But it looks good. I have to do some B-roll for an upcoming video. So stay tuned for future updates, video, content, and all. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit the like button on the way out. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.